She win the race from 200 kilometers. Also last year it was very good performing on other distance. You see that. But the most thing is they have a contact to the fence here.
Yeah.
You see here, if I go with the pigeon inside, she was waiting for me. Look here.
So again, Thorsten, it's all motivation.
That's a motivation to come home to close to the fence here.
The little things.
Yes. And this is also a family who performs very good on 300, 400, 500 kilometers, 600 even. And so I hope for the weekend she will also have a good result, about 550 kilometers. And she will come home, but this is the most important thing, that the pigeon are motivated to come home. They feel well here, they have his own part, and they like his home. And that, I think, is important, that they come back.
I also see, Thorsten, you have a bond with the pigeon fancier, also as a bond.
That is a band, right?
But also as a bond.
That's correct. So I think they have a good chance for the weekend.
Yeah, beautiful pigeon. Right, Thorsten, I noted yesterday we were talking about the pigeons and in your early years, and one thing that did interest me was the fact that on a Sunday after the race,
Right.
you'd have a piece of paper and a pen, and you would write various details. I'm quite intrigued about that. Can you tell us more?
Yeah, the situation was, we were thinking about after the race, what we prepare in the next week.
Yeah.
The pigeon, the food and the water. Especially not every week is the same race, not every result is the same every week. Sometimes we have a very strong 300 kilo race or a really easy 400 kilo race. It's important about the wind on the nose or how long the pigeon on the wings. And so it's different. Sometimes they stay 2 days in the trailer, and so we have to react to that. And then my old partner and me, we were sitting every day after the race together, take a paper and a pen, and then we write down on Monday we give this food and this water, especially what we want to do also in the week. Did we make a training, yes or no? And so we're thinking forward after the race, looking to the next race week by week, and we write it down. For us it was important that we have individual system week by week, and especially about the last race and especially the coming week. If we're basketing on Thursday, we have only 4 days to prepare. If we have a 500 kilo race, it's different if we have a 300 kilo race. And though our birds must work for 13 weeks, week by week, no stop between. And you can only win a championship if your bird performs week by week very good. And it's not allowed also the pigeon to rest for 1 week. It's no reserve. It must go every time the same bird.
That's a very interesting point. The first thing I get from that is that you made a system from writing down, and eventually the system goes into, you do the system automatic. But regarding the pigeons obviously do 12 or 13 weeks in a row, the actual amounts that you feed the pigeons, first of all, could you tell us about your young bird system, and you know, the rough amounts of, do you limit the feed, or do they, you know?
Yes, but especially for the young birds, we give on the first days not so much food, because if they come back and they're not so slim and the quality is good, we give them the more diet corn.
Is this on the day of the race?
Yes, day of the race, that they're not. If they have a hard race, they give good corns directly that they build up. But after them, keeps them down and not too big corns. That will we do it on the end of the week, maybe on Thursday, Friday is basketing, Friday morning only a few corns by the young bird race. Young birds come back because not about the partner, not about hen or cock. They come back because they want food. That's different to the old birds. The old birds come back because there is a partner or they have a home. They have a different motivation. And that is one of the things where I think is different by young bird race to old bird race. And young bird especially performs very good if they go directly in. Most young birds will shy, sit out on the roof, and you lost your time. And so it's better you have not so much food on the last day. Sometimes the people give no food, but I think it's not good. A little food is okay, but they must have the performance from the days before.
So when you're training the birds early in the week around the loft, you're keeping the birds slightly hungry so they can motivate to track quickly.
If I let them in the morning out after the normal season, they have no corns before. They go out and then they come in and get the food. That is for me important, that they know the food is in. And not so much food that they have more inside, they must finish all food. And then I can give them more. It's important not to give them many. Important is that they have eat all, then they can get enough.
So that's in the morning exercise. I know that you only train your pigeons around the loft once a day. For the young birds, do you feed them again in the evening?
I feed them 2 times, but I'm training also only 1 time, only in the morning. But important for young birds that they learn it is also training in the week. And so I do 1 time minimum in the week of training. Take only 50 kilometers, it's not far, but they learn to orientate. And you see on the electronic system we talked before, you see if the pigeon is not good in condition or some pigeon is coming more in front than all other ones. Because I see that if I liberate, the birds go circle and go away, and the longer is the system coming, they don't circle, they go out and through home. And that means I'm not before them at home. So it's electronic system helps me to see which pigeon is coming home.
Well, before the first race, I mean, in England, we tend to train daily. Sometimes with 2 or 3 weeks before our first race, we maybe take them 20 times, maybe 30 kilometres. Do you train every day prior to the first race, or do you only take them once or twice a week?
I think not every day, but sometimes it's up to the weather. If the weather is okay, I think it's good for the young birds to orientate every day. Because they have the exercise done on the race day. If they have long time not orientate, it's not so easy for them. I think on the beginning of the season it's very important to do that. That they learn it. And then in the week it's only that they keep in the system.
So once after the first race, do you train once they've had the first race and you're getting ready for the second race, do you take them on your trail? So you train just once a week, and then the rest of the time they train around the loft.
Around the loft, right. And then once a time I bring them out. Sometimes I think it's good to do it 2 times, it's up to the race. But it's not a system you have to do like a standard system. You have to do it individual about if the pigeon coming all together, what happened about the race result.
You mentioned that you feed the pigeons twice a day, although you only train them around the loft once. The second feed of the day, do you ad lib feed? Do you give them as much as they can eat?
Yes, on the evening definitely. On the evening I give them how much they want. In the morning not so much because they will be hungry, and eating in the evening also.
So what time is your second feed in the evening? Because I find that important that they need to have digested all the evening feed, so that on your morning training they are again hungry to trap. So what time do you feed in the afternoon?
Maybe 7 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh, it's 7 o'clock?
7 o'clock, yes.
And they'll digest all that food through the system.
And then out, yes.
And then out again in the morning.
Out again, and out again in the morning, maybe also 7 o'clock. And after them they feed them. Not so much. In the morning I think they are hungry because they do a training. They eat all, but they have to rest the whole day. And then they must be hungry again in the evening.
So they must have a very good digestive system because, obviously the food is moving through very, very quickly. And even though you feed at 7 o'clock at night, or what we call early evening,
it's evening, right?
They are again hungry again in the morning.
That's correct. And it is late. It's late. I know that.
Okay. On the Widowwoods, obviously you said that they home fast for the love of the lady friend of the hen pigeon.
Right. That's also another system.
So not the food. So do you feed the Widowwood cocks heavier, more feed?
I think on the Widowwood cocks you have 3 times full system for feeding. On the hens 2 times is enough. This is the most different between hens and cocks. If you feed hens too early, they get too early in form, and then they don't eat on the end of the week, and that is a big problem. They don't get a good motivation. They get not a good feeling on the body. The cocks need minimum, I say, on Tuesday evening, on Wednesday, and on Thursday. Friday is basketing. Though they have 3, but the hens need on Wednesday and Thursday. Not more.
I think one of the things I'm finding, and we spoke about this yesterday, that a lot of fanciers think that there is a system that you can write down, and the fancier must also put his input in with work with the pigeons.
That's it.
And observe the pigeons. And
you can have a system. It can help you. And you can have a line for that. What you can do, a base of that correctly, and some other ones you must have individuals. And that is up to each fancier, up to the weather, up to each country is different. And I think an individual system is at the best. And the knowledge of each fancier is another one, and so he must bring it. It's not a copy from this fancier or from this fancier.
No.
It's only a main system you have, and you adapt some other ones from your own.
This is what I try to explain everyone, Thorsten, that people will ask, how do you feed your pigeons, when do you train your pigeons and everything, but I'm sure you agree that I always say, the fancier sees his own pigeons every day. He must decide.
Right.
If maybe you live 2,000 kilometres away. You cannot.
You cannot do it. No, you cannot do it. You can only say on the main system what has happened about it, but the fancier must do it in the details. There, where are the people? He lives with the birds.
That's
not
correct.
Not the other guys.
Yeah, and this is the difficulty that some fanciers think that there is a secret.
No, the secret is to see the details.
Yeah,
you need the time, the little things. You need the time. You need the experience for yourself to do that or do that not, or open in the morning or do not open. This must be individual.
Yeah.
This week I let the birds yesterday not out. The weather was so bad, I say no, it's better. On the weekend we have, I think, 7 hours on the wings. So it's better. They don't need the training about the condition. The condition is there, and the willing is there. Though it's better to keep them one day less. Don't let them out and get the motivation to the end of the week.
That's a very important point as well, Thorsten, that regarding the weather, when you said bad weather, actually it was very, very hot. Now, do you keep the pigeons in when it's very... I know obviously with rain and wind we must not exercise our pigeons, but can it be too hot for exercise?
Sometimes it's not good for the birds. They have not the fun there. They will do it, but they do it not...
as enthusiastically.
Yes, that's it. That's
and
it.
They do not train as long?
No, I don't do that. Yesterday we have fog. It was all fog. You don't see anything outside. And so I say, for what? That they fly there and whatever, I think,
it's not worth.
No, and in the afternoon also it was too hot. I don't let them out. You can do it late in the evening, but I say, for what? I do it early in the morning.
Yeah.
And if you cannot do it in the morning, I stop. I don't do it.
Well, we saw this morning, we were at your lofts at 7 a.m.
That was very good.
A beautiful morning. And when you released the pigeons, we saw very quickly that they reached a great height in the sky. Right. They disappeared, they ranged away. And the oxygen in the air
absolutely
for
good.
The pigeon.
Yes, absolutely good. And then they are motivated.
Yeah.
And that is also, and it's also a secret about the schedule. If you liberate morning and 7 o'clock every day, say waiting morning 7 o'clock, also on the race day, they're also waiting for liberate them. They are not waiting for the evening. They are also waiting on the liberate day to open them.
Yeah.
That's also a little bit idea for me.
Yeah, no, it's the regularity,
right.
the routine.
That's what I also think it's helping that. If you have the chance to do that evening or morning, do it on the morning.
Yeah.
The quality on the morning is a day of the best.
Yeah.